After leaving Barcelona at the age of just 16 for PSG, there was a lot of things said about Xavi Simons, that he was only following money, he didn't care about his career, but now in 2023 as a 20-year-old, he is one of the most exciting young players in Europe. But just how did he turn his career around? That's what I'm going to be talking about in this video, the rise of Xavi Simons. If you do enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you're new. On a personal note, I have seen Xavi Simons play in real life, and I gotta be honest with you, the kid did absolutely nothing against Ireland, where he was up against James McLean on the wing, a guy that plays for Wrexham. But we won't talk about that game because talking about Irish international football just makes me sad. Xavi Simons joined La Masia at the age of just 7 years old and spent 9 years at the club playing with players such as Xavi in the academy. Whilst Xavi stayed faithful to Barcelona and chose to try and break into the first team, which he has since done, Xavi Simons took a different approach and got an offer from PSG and took it, a move he was largely criticised as he was highly rated at Barcelona. And I think anyone will agree with me in world football with the statement that Barcelona to PSG is a downgrade. Barcelona is a team well known for young players being able to break into the first team, PSG not so much, and this proved the case, as in his 3 years in the French capital he only played 11 times, 331 minutes to be exact. Simons was clearly unhappy with the fact there was no clear pathway to the first team, so he decided to leave PSG for PSV, proving his haters right that it was the wrong move to PSG. It was a waste of his career, wasting his talent. The haters were initially right. However, his time at PSV was incredibly successful. He proved everyone wrong. He played a total of 48 times that season for PSV, scoring 22 goals and getting 12 assists. His form was so good that on December 3rd, 2022, in the World Cup, he would make his debut for the Dutch national team. To be honest, I wasn't surprised he was doing well. It was obvious he was rated at Barcelona. That talent isn't going to go away. People were saying he wasted his career before his career even started. He just wasn't getting the minutes at the big club, so he took a step down and he really excelled in Holland. Going to PSV was the perfect move, a place where he's going to be loved, where he's going to be given confidence, he's going to be given the minutes he wants. It's still a high level to be playing. He was obviously going to succeed playing in his home country. He made the right decision leaving PSG. So what should he do next? Well, he rejoined PSG.
Sorry, what?
PSG had a €6 million buyback clause and they signed him, and that, I thought, was the wrong move. And that has been proved right because they didn't even give him a chance in Ligue 1 or any of the games, didn't give him a season to prove himself. They've just sent him out on loan to RB Leipzig. And you know what? Xavi Simons probably wasn't too upset with the move because RB Leipzig were a club with a proven track record of developing young players, making them better. They just lost their star man Christopher Nkunku, who also was a player not getting minutes at PSG, and he went on to do magical things. Now he wasn't there. That was a gap Xavi Simons was destined to fill. He's only been at Leipzig for 3 months now, and he's already got more minutes in competitive games than he did for PSG in his 3 years there, which is telling how little he played for Paris Saint-Germain. In 11 games for Leipzig, he's got 3 goals and 4 assists. Very impressive for a player that's just arrived in a new country. He picked up the Man of the Match award in the Champions League win over Young Boys, which is quite surprising to me why PSG didn't keep him, because they tend to need players that perform in the Champions League. So what is next for Xavi Simons? And I think it is obvious he's going to go back to PSG because he's only on loan at Leipzig and they probably won't play him even if he scores 30 goals this season. Recently I have seen Man City and Barcelona being linked to Xavi Simons, and it would be quite weird to see Man City and Barcelona give the big bucks for this guy when PSG won't even give him a game. The best way to describe Xavi Simons is he's a number 10. He's your classic attacking midfielder. Brilliant dribbler, brilliant finisher, brilliant passer. Eventually not so great. He does win a decent amount of aerial duels, averaging 1.04 per 90, 1.20 blocks per 90. However, tackles and interceptions, those numbers are poor enough. My only other complaint about Xavi Simons is the fact he ghosted in the biggest game of his career versus Stephen Kenny's Ireland, and now that I say that, he's going to score against us next month, but it isn't hard. We are terrible. Let me know in the comments what you think of Xavi Simons. Has he turned his career around completely, or were people overreacting when he moved from Barcelona to PSG? Personally, I think it's the second one. I don't think a 16-year-old can waste his career at 16. But let me know what you think in the comments. If you did enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you are new. Also, make sure to turn your notifications on because my biggest video ever is coming at the end of the month. My longest ever. It's going to be a good one. So turn your notifications on and click the video on your screen right now to watch another one by me. See you in the next one.